Welcome to Amazing Buys, where we discuss shopping, fragrance, and do reviews. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the notification bell, like and subscribe, and let's see what's new at Victoria's Secret. Yes, we are back because they dropped a couple of new collections, and first we're going to start with the clothing. They just brought out the new Flex Factor bras and a couple of different clothing options. Now, you guys know when Victoria's Secret drops their new clothing, usually it is very expensive. I mean, if you got it, you got it, but I'm just saying you might want to wait till they bring down the price. Now, these are silk robes. They feel very nice, and these are duo sets, which has a tank top and lounge pants. This is going for $89.95. They only have a couple of color options. They seem like they're leaning more towards like a deep purple, like this dress. By the way, this dress is $79.95, and it's like a simple silk dress. Other than that, they have like the neutral tan and the yellow. So I guess maybe they're leaning more towards fall colors. Now, if you're into their tote bags, if you buy any full price perfume, this is going to be free. Otherwise, it's going for $49.95. They did have another tank top dress that I preferred over the silk one. I like this material. It's very, very soft, and it seems like it's very stretchy as well. That is going for $59.95. It comes in purple and black. Now, let's look at the new Flex Factor bras. Of course, this is available online and in stores, but this is the one that you see on the front page. This is the lightly lined demi, and it does feel really smooth. It feels comfortable. Of course, this isn't super padded, but I feel like you would get the coverage and support with that. I did see a sign for a limited time you can get $10 off a bra if you just try it on. I don't know how they keep up with that. I guess you have to make sure you ask the associate. But listen, for someone who used to work in retail, that sounds like it would be a headache. I spotted this smoothing underwear in thong and brief form. I feel like these would be seamless by the way that they feel and look. They also have these very soft cotton bikinis. They're going for 5 for $45. And oh my gosh, these bras feel so soft. Victoria's Secret has amazing bras. I know people say that the quality changed, but I still enjoy their bras. They're comfortable. Now, this one is interesting for the girlies who don't like wire in their bra. Victoria's Secret has come up with a new option. They put titanium alloy in their bra, which is supposed to bend and adapt to your curve, so it feels like you're braless, but you have that extra support without having absolutely nothing in there. I feel like that would be great for the girlies who feel that pinching feeling from the wires. This isn't new, but I mentioned this before that I like balconette bras. It's not a complete push-up with a bunch of padding, but it gives you that lift, and I love the floral patterns on there. Now, if you do want push-up, they do have some new colors, and not everything is floral and all fall colors yet. They still have the neutral colors, but I drift more to these fall colors. I am loving this brown and this deep maroon color. To the accessories, they have a bunch of new purses. Now, like I said, this is brand new, so these are kind of pricey, but they have tote bags, they have new wallets, crossbody purses. This particular one is going for $59.95. So right now they just have the pink, black, and like the off-white color. They do have some keychains, which that is going for $19.95. My goodness. Let's look at the fragrances. So I did go over this new Clementine and Hibiscus by VSX. I thought I wasn't going to find anything new until I looked by the registers. They have the new Very Sexy collection. Now we got to talk about this. I showed you guys this in my short this morning. The newest flanker is called Scarlet. So what is different about these is these are more floral forward. Overall, I would describe Scarlet as a rose scent. You do get a bit of jasmine. Let's look at the notes. So it is wild rose petals, jasmine sambac, and silky ambrette. So that silky ambrette is that ambery, sexy feel that you get with the fragrance. But again, it is very bright. I would say that this has a bit of a sheerness to this, but I feel like that's part of the allure of the fragrance. Like it's supposed to be like a sexy type of thing. All right, for the next one, this is the original Very Sexy. Now, I do want to mention that these notes are a little bit different than the original. When I looked at the notes of the original, it was vanilla orchid, sun-drenched clementine, and wild blackberry. Well, they removed the fruit out of there, and it's just pink pepper, mimosa flower, and rich orchid. I don't detect any fruit in here, and I'm not really picking up on the pink pepper. This overall smells like a floral scent. It's inoffensive, but it's kind of basic. Like, it's nothing that's unique in any type of way, but it just smells okay. For the last one in this collection, it's Very Sexy Night. Now, the original had black plum, velvet woods, and luscious apple. They did remove the apple note out of there, but let's take a look at the notes. So the notes say black plum, moonlit, iris, and suede woods. The note that sticks out the most is definitely the black plum. If you like the new Victoria's Secret scent called Decadent Plum, the plum note is very similar, but this one is a little bit deeper. This is definitely a date night scent. It has that nighttime feel to it. So overall, you're getting the plum and the floral scent. Not really picking up on the woods, but it does have a smoothness to it for sure. If I had to rank these, number one would be Very Sexy Night, number two would be Very Sexy Scarlet, and number three would be Very Sexy. I can't wait for you guys to try this and let me know what you think, but that is it for my walkthrough. Thank you for watching, and as always, have fun, stay blessed, and happy shopping.